Flashback, 1993 cinematic platformer, starts out with a bang, certainly. I mean, you don't know anything about this game, right?
I really don't, other than like the 5 minutes of not even that you gave me, just telling me what it is and what I need to know about it at the bare minimum. So no.
Yeah, if you've seen Terminator, if you've seen like Blade Runner, you got a pretty good idea of kind of how this is gonna go. Or in this case, like Star Wars.
Yeah. This feels very Star Warsy. A little bit of Back to the Future vibes with the coloring, maybe.
Oh yeah, it is very much a game that came out in 1993, and of course, despite the fact that I am playing the modern, like semi-remastered version, it's like I'm still playing the OG version that they have included in that.
Yeah.
Because come on,
Honestly,
I want the real experience, baby.
So this is rotoscoping, right? Or rotoscoping?
I guess I don't know if I would call it that exactly, because I think that would imply like a little bit more like specific technology behind that. I'm pretty sure that they just literally traced over people walking around and everything.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, start out right here, get the hollow cube, and speaking of tracing over people, that does not happen here.
Uh-huh.
That's some good programmer art. There's some stuff is better than others, let's just say that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this game is also known as Flashback: The Quest for Identity, so there's a little bit of amnesia. It barely comes into play, and it's about to be like undone within the next 10 minutes. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. I don't know why they even called it that.
Well, it's definitely got some Lost Highway vibes, which I think was also around this time. That might have been more like 1998.
This is also, 1993, so they didn't really know exactly how to match up colors super well. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to read, especially when you get into more of the dialogue later on.
This is a game where I wouldn't be surprised if you have like color blindness that there are going to be sections that were not tested for color blindness and you won't be able to read the dialogue.
No, 1993, it's like this was made by like 3 people in their spare time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so basically, I mean, yeah, you can see I'm playing the remastered because of that very clear collectible sitting right there.
And I know you're kind of thinking like, aren't that guy's wardrobe is a little bit savage, like that guy kind of wearing like loincloths and hoods. That's actually, that was the dominant fashion. Our main character is actually the weird one here.
Oh yeah, man out of time, and well, actually he's on the Saturn's moon right now, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
No, but really those enemies are called mutants, so they're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And what? How are they mutated? What are they mutated from? Don't worry about it. What I'm trying to do here is just survive in the jungles of the Moon Titan or whatever it was again. I forgot.
And it's vicious Roomba monsters.
Those things are actually pretty vicious because let me talk a bit about the controls here. So, like I said, cinematic platformer. It might look kind of smooth right now. It is not. Everything takes a pretty deliberate amount of time to do. And stuff like, take out your gun, crouch, and then shoot one of those robots, stun bots, let's just call them. Mm-hmm. It's like, if you try to do that while you're standing next to them, you will not be able to.
The scene transitions
like aside from
are
that,
very awkward.
I mean, it's awkward, but it's like, the cinematic platformer. That's the name for them. Also, do not touch the glowing green junk there. Mm-hmm. Or, a little bit more subtly on this floor, the electricity there.
Okay.
It is a little bit difficult to do that sometimes because, the controls. So, okay. You have like walk back and forth. Mm-hmm. You have press up to jump, enter to interact when you got like an item. For example, this cartridge that I picked up a little bit earlier. I'm charging up right now. Mm-hmm. It's like there is also a like multi-purpose button. Let's just call it. You hold it down and press a direction. You run. If you hold it down and press up, you do a little leap forward. If you hold it down and press up or down on an elevator, it goes up and down. If you hold it down while in front of somebody, you talk to them. It's like it's many different things like that, and it is, considering the game just literally throws you right into it, it's not that easy to figure out how to do. Mm-hmm. There's also, I mean, the default is like walking, for example, and as you can see, you have like some very clear Yeah, you can see that was me trying to jump there, but it's like you have to hold down the run, talk, interact button. Oh boy, it is. This is again 1993.
Yeah. I remember
controls
that.
here.
I was I believe a junior in high school in 1993. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Back when Jurassic Park first came out and everybody was trying to stamp inflation now. I'm pretty sure that was earlier than that.
Everyone was trying to be Marty McFly or the scientist.
I mean, certainly our main character Conrad was. Well, I'm really not entirely sure exactly when this is supposed to be taking place because, quest for identity and all that, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, this is clearly in the far future.
We are on the moon of Titan. Yes, that is true. Don't roll directly from there. By the way, rolling is down, holding down, and pressing a direction, which is why you'll see me accidentally doing that when trying to shoot the stun bots occasionally. But yeah, don't get too close when you're trying to roll through that little section because you can just roll off, and there is fall damage. And by fall damage, I mean you die. But yeah, one of the things in the game, speaking of damage, is that you do have a shield. You'll see that occasionally in the... Yeah? And taken care of.
This kind of reminds me of Myst without the puzzles.
What would that game be? The Witness. Wait, no, that does have puzzles.
I mean, I mean, Myst without puzzles,
story,
just in the sense of
that.
the atmosphere.
There's a starting
area.
area.
You got to go up to this drawbridge, and you got to open this, and then.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is very a point-and-click game styled here.
I don't even know what.
For example, here's a
really
puzzle.
Doing anything for the game so far?
The what? The what exactly?
The platforming.
Oh no, the platforming is not. Cinematic platformers are not about actually. This ain't a Mario game. I'll say that right now.
Yeah.
It's there is some stuff that you'll get to occasionally when it comes to dealing with, enemies and stuff like that, where you want to drop down in specific ways, but your jumps are not very. You can't control yourself in the air because
The thing
that's
is,
what Mario does. That's not what Conrad does.
So far, the cinematics aren't doing a whole lot for the gameplay either. It's a very
Hey, these were some very advanced, cool-looking animations back in the day. I mean, I still think the background looks pretty good and everything.
I mean, it's decent. Yeah, there's nothing bad about it. It's what am I doing here? What are you doing?
We're trying to get through this area. Needless to say, if I didn't know exactly where I was supposed to be going, you would probably be walking around here. See, that's what I'm talking about, where it's just I have to duck, I take out the gun, duck, turn around, and all those are individual animations, and this Roomba is slowly coming at me the entire time. But now if you didn't actually know what you were doing every single point as you're going through here, you would be exploring around a little bit more. There are NPCs to talk to, like that hurt guy and dude that I would see a little bit later. And then you get more of an idea of exactly what you're trying to do, aside from, get to New Washington. Yeah, see, jumping down there, so the mutant shoots his compatriot.
This is on
Titan, the sort of stuff
moon
you can
of Saturn?
do.
This is on which moon of Saturn is this on?
Titan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the one inhabitable one, potentially. Shields. You get 4 at a time. You can recharge one of them. They each take a hit from a blaster or some sort of melee hit or whatever from those stun robots. But yeah, it's you lose all of them, you die. However, if you walk into the green goop, you just die instantly. It's an entire thing.
You can't hit
a very
switch
deviously
twice.
difficult
That's a
puzzle.
classic fuck up.
Yeah, each one of those things on the ground means that if walking across them will do something. Thanks, guys. Usually something along the lines of causing a platform to go up or down. Yeah, watch out, those explosions do hurt you.
They do, okay. I was wondering.
Causing a platform to go up and down, but it can also be turning on or off stuff too. Opening doors. And no, I don't have to show that animation every single time, but I do.
You have to.
You can just press tab to cancel out of cutscenes and whatnot, but no, you're going to see all of them.
Okay.
For example, picking up this key. That was a key? I don't know, whatever.
I like that, just because that's famously the most cinematic part of video games is picking up an item.
Hey, I mean, they created that animation, and they are going to.
They're gonna use it.
I mean, cinematic platform is just the name of like the genre. It's not. It doesn't like literally mean that it's supposed to be like a super heavily story-based game or anything.
What is
Although
the
you do get some
electrical
comparatively
shock
lengthy
thing?
cutscenes.
What is that electrical shock thing?
Oh, the electrical shock thing will electrically shock you.
Oh.
In all likelihood.
Oh, okay.
I'm entirely sure which one you were talking about.
That one. Yes, I was talking about that one.
Oh, the energy generator?
Yes.
I mean, you can recharge your shields there. Recharge the cartridge to get the bridge active a little bit earlier. Mostly it's shields, though.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. 500 credits. I'm rich, baby.
Oh, I see these.
I'm still showing that cutscene every single time. Yes. Yeah, I got 660. Not bad. And I will get one of the collectibles, and now I died. Yeah. And I had to do everything since you saw that save point. It's like, yeah, no, this game's pretty unforgiving.
I think you probably you skipped the cutscenes the second time through, right?
Yes, I skipped the cutscenes a second time.
Well, that's
during
not
the
so
second
bad.
time. No, it's like if you know what you're doing, this game actually goes pretty quick. It's not super long at all. In fact, we're actually getting pretty close to being done with the first area here. Second one is a bit lengthier, though, comparatively. But we're not going to be seeing all of that today, even.
So you skipped
this is
all
more to get you
the plot parts of this, right? Like you just we're not talking to we're not doing the NPC cutscenes, right?
Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, don't worry. We're going to get a big cutscene coming up here soon.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, just like watching this, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. I understand this guy escaped from somewhere, but
yeah, he escaped from somewhere, and then he found a holo cube that when he activated it said, "Go find Ian in New Washington," and also you found out your name was Conrad.
Okay.
It's like that's all we know for right now, but that's why it's called Flashback: The Quest for Identity,
That's right.
and not Flashback: The Quest for, getting through this jungle.
The quest for
Peace.
cinematic platforming.
This really was a genre back in the day. I mean, probably Prince of Persia was most famous, had a very similar sort of style to this. Flashback is another very famous one, as you're seeing right now. Stuff like, was it Blackthorn? That was an early game from Blizzard.
Oh wow.
Of this style as well.
Wow. Yeah, and I
wouldn't really say it was the most popular one out there, but it's like, hey, you get like these very smooth animations compared to, a lot of more contemporary games at the time. And even though it's like, it's not hugely story-based, it's more story-based.
Yeah.
It's like it holds a special place in the heart of a lot of people. It's like even I knew about it back in the day, though I was more just playing whatever games were free at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Being a tiny child.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and it's like this was actually even after this. It certainly wasn't when this game was new.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm being sarcastic about this, but really, it's just I'm trying to see what's going on with this, and we haven't really seen the cinematic.
We saw the holocube. Was that not enough for you?
And
I guess that man just died.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He gave us the Essex flask.
Yes. Well, if we come back here later, we'll be able to fight him and get the Astora set. Well, and make sure that you don't drop down too far, or else you have to go fight the Asylum demon or the Stray demon, and that's an entire thing by itself.
Mm-hmm. Here on Titan.
And so you see Conrad pick up a very pixelated looking Titanite slab.
Okay.
Oh, you're not even hearing the sound effects, by the way. There's not like a huge amount of sound in the game, but occasionally they play like a little theme when you're fighting something. Mm-hmm. But every single time you pick up an item, it goes da da.
Awesome.
Just imagine that with onboard like motherboard sound quality.
It's weird because I feel like this game is so like it doesn't know what it's going for aesthetically yet. It's hard to like pin down. Like, is it going for sci-fi or is it going for like I don't even know.
It is very much going for sci-fi. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but then you've got these creatures who look like they're like, from...
They're mutants.
What was that?
They're mutants.
I guess.
Hey, I actually managed to get out of that. Okay. Somewhat
they kind of look like
surprising
they're in Robin Hood suits though. Like,
Come on. Yo, come on, shoot each other. Okay, that was how? How even? Fine. Maybe I can drop a stone on them. I can't drop a stone on them. Well, this is where it comes in where I have 4 shields, so whatever. I wanted to do it, the way the developers intended, but I guess not. This is normal difficulty, by the way. If you're wondering, there is an expert mode. I assume that it's probably way harder than this.
Yeah.
There's just an old man sitting here.
Listen, old man.
Uh-huh. It doesn't sound like something I want to do. Again, this is the sort of thing where I'm talking about, like, maybe not the easiest thing to read sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now we
well,
see
hey, guess what? Because I knew what I need to do.
Yes.
Yes, because I know what I need to do. There you go.
Listen.
And that is actually the very first area.
Yeah, old
Jungle
man, what are you hawking here?
What am I what?
What are you hawking? Yeah.
Anti-gravity belt. Is that not something that you would buy for 500 credits? It's something I would.
I don't know. It depends on the exchange rate.
You wouldn't get an anti-gravity belt? Hey, look at it. 3D graphics.
Whoa.
Wow.
Take
amazing.
Me.
Now, I only have these. I had more credits than that. You could have at least let me have those.
Well, that's...
Anyway, New Washington.
The guy...
Actually,
the old man got
very
the
unimpressive
credits.
start.
What was it?
Actually, a pretty unimpressive start, all things considered.
Mm-hmm.
A little more collectibles down here. I'm not going to be focusing on getting all these things. I don't think it's all that important.
Mm-hmm.
My shield is already back at full, though, so it doesn't even matter that much.
It's amazing
Anyway.
that we got Omicron only 6 years after this. So just for your perspective,
6 years. That was like 8 years.
it was like I thought it was 1993 and 99.
That was like 2001.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. It's not impressive at all then.
Nope, not even a little bit. Man, yeah, that jump right there. So that's another mechanic that exists where... Oh, wait, first off... Again, thank God I got these shields. Yeah, jumps are kind of weird in this game where if you're not holding a button as you're running off a ledge, Conrad automatically jumps up and will be able to get higher than he would if you were trying to jump.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of little tech like that thankfully you don't have to experience as you're watching this.
Okay, well, so now we're just going to get into the flashback machine and get the flashback.
Yeah, I told you. It's just like the whole quest for identity. Well, it's over.
It's just a technology that we have in the future.
The end of your thesis, creating a scouter from my favorite anime.
Is this voice acted?
No.
I was going to say, well...
It's 1993.
Okay, because then it's actually pronounced Teasis, but I understand why you wouldn't know that.
Oh, Tehesis. I love the graphics here.
Individuals whose molecular density is 1,000 times the norm.
Yeah. This is that's the sort of thing.
This is setting up for a really elaborate your mama joke.
Wow. Yeah, they called it the quest for identity, and it's just like, anyway.
Here you go.
Here you go. Always shooting yourself in the head with lasers, Conrad.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks out the memory, I guess.
Yeah. Is he on the roof of a school sniping?
Like, what do you mean? Can you not tell exactly what's going on here?
Oh.
Geez, not again. No. I don't really see how losing your memory would have helped with this whole thing. I guess this is going to be the thumbnail. But yeah, this is where Conrad escaped from at the very beginning of the game. And there you go. And now we're back.
And that's the story of you. That's your identity.
So how do I leave this piece of garbage planet? Death Tower, you say?
That's pretty cool.
That's right. We're getting full on Running Man style stuff in this as well.
Mm-hmm. So now
it's very much a game that was made in 1993, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. This is actually pretty well written in terms of these like little dialogues. Like, okay, here's where you need to go. Here's who you need to talk to. It makes Persona.
I mean, you're just saying that because we just recorded an episode of Persona 5.
Yeah, you got me.
Anyway, new mechanic, got force field. I can use that to block shots.
Cool.
Pretty much exactly what you would expect it would be.
Well, what you're really doing is you're concentrating the density of your molecules.
Mm-hmm. No, they had denser molecules because they were aliens. Weren't you paying attention?
No.
Found out an alien conspiracy. It's they live, you idiot.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Mutant also has a shield, but that does not matter at all, as I have now killed him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Conrad is a very fast shot with his gun. I'll say that right now. He's got very little issue being quicker on the draw than pretty much everybody else, including like the police that I was fighting earlier. And I died again.
Did you have to go through the whole cutscene?
I did have to go through the whole cutscene again. Well, no, I skipped past it. But,
yeah, of course, yeah.
It's very sudden and unceremonious when you die in this game. Just like there is no, I don't think there's any specific sound effect or anything that happens. It just kind of goes right to the game over screen.
You got to begin your quest for identity again.
Well, yeah, I know who I am. I'm Conrad, no last name given. And that's all you need to know.
And that's man.
I created the scanner from Dragon Ball Z, and I found out that there were aliens. All right, here we go. Map, baby. So, fun thing about the map is that every time you... Well, first off, it's a great map.
That rules.
But second off, every time you open up the map, it starts up a music track.
How did they come up with those names?
How indeed.
Asia is...
total nonsense.
That is not how continents are arranged in the United States or in the world at large. Not in the United States.
That's a subway system.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was opening up the map there just because I played that song. It also plays that song when you look at the map on the wall too.
I guess in a kind of a weird way, it is an accurate adjacency diagram if you like count the Bering Strait land bridge.
It's a subway map.
Oh, I know, but like Asia is connected to the United States, which is America, and Asia is also connected to Africa through the Middle East. Asia is connected to Europe, obviously through Eurasia, and Europe is connected to Africa through like the Gibraltar, Strait of Gibraltar, Morocco, Spain. So I don't know. Look, go back and look at the map, and then we'll go back and look at the map in the world and pretend that there's a land bridge, those two land bridges, and then it's accurate. That's all I'm saying. Oh, the bar.
I like the bartender. He's got like big pink glasses.
I've been sent.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's right out there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Just you must be the man who's looking for the false papers for the Death Tower, of course.
Yeah, so you can go into the Death Tower and die, presumably.
Yeah.
As one does.
Yeah. Here. Oh, he's just
when they
right
go into
back
the Death
there.
Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just right here.
Yeah, you're after some false papers. Yeah, of course.
1,500. If only I kept at least like 150 that I would have had. 160, in fact.
That's outrageous. I'll just buy a ticket to Earth with that. Oh, well, that's 2,000. Oh, shit. You're right. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, you will find out exactly how much one of those tickets cost by the end of the episode.
I take that back. I guess you also have to assume... You basically just have to assume Pangea because America is connected to Africa, so...
That's not... You can't count that at all.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Well, so is
the things you're saying are absurd.
So is their naming of these stations, though.
I don't know. I think it works out pretty well.
Fair enough.
Now I gotta go over. By the way, yes, I am in fact going now to get a job to pay for forged papers. This is a interesting twist in the story that has now happened to Conrad. Goes from like escaping from secret government installations or alien installations, maybe at that. to like surviving in the jungle, meeting back, regaining your memory, and now you got to go get a
You
job.
got to be a systems analyst for a couple of years to pay for those 1,500 credits.
Well, yo, lady, I got a quest for identity. Oh, I've got to go to the town hall then, I guess, instead.
Okay, yeah, we got a
do
government here. This is actually a pretty well organized society.
I mean, yeah, it's very small, compact, I assume, because,
Honestly,
it's on the moon.
Why does he need false papers? I guess because he's an escapee, but like he's able to get a job.
I'm not even entirely sure. It's super questionable, but you might have been kidnapped from Earth for all I know, which would explain why you're trying to get back there.
Also, you only win 10,000 credits, so how is that like?
No, it doesn't. It's not 10,000 credits. You straight up win a ticket to Earth. That's what Ian said.
Okay. I mean, it said 10,000 credits on that sign back there, but.
All right. So, gotta go get to City Hall in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna go. It's just this is just so incredibly silly that it's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go do jobs for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
And I didn't actually get on the train. Ah, damn it.
Also, I'm not listening. Is the Toto song playing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Loudly, deafeningly in the background.
You know, I just realized there are actually bands called America, Europe, and Asia, and there probably is. I mean, there's Africa Bambata, but there's also a song called Africa. I mean. I don't know.
I would assume that yes, there is a band called Africa out there, but not as famous as maybe the other ones.
Yeah, well, Asia, that's a super
Europe
group,
is real famous. They had the one hit. They're one hit wonder, right?
Did they do you talking about Asia?
No, I was talking about Europe.
Oh, Europe. They did Final Countdown, right?
Yeah, it was Final Countdown, but that's the only song I can think of.
Asia was a super group, but I think they only had one really popular song that in
the Heat of the Moment. Got it.
Yeah.
Of course I know exactly what that song is. Come on.
I had to sing it a little bit so I could remember. I mean, it's just, yeah. So. But then there's also...
gags.
All of that stuff was from the 80s. And then America, they were the ones who did Horse with No Name.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't remember that exactly.
These songs and bands that are named after just entire continents tend to be pretty catchy.
I mean... It's easy enough to, make a name for your band, but the name for the band, it's like as we can see, is largely, like one hit wonder town. It seems.
Yeah. What?
Though Asia was a super group.
I think they were.
What? Who? I didn't actually know that.
I don't know. Let me look it up.
Okay. Same way that are there like a lot of supergroups that tend to be very famous?
Let's see. So,
who's like the most famous supergroup? I'm trying to even think.
Probably
right
Traveling Wilburys, or maybe.
Yes, of course.
Looks like they had superstar. There's a supergroup made of Jeff Downs, Carl Palmer, Billy Sherwood, and Ron Bumblefoot Ball.
I see.
I think I've only heard of. Oh, okay. Bassist John Wetton from King Crimson, Steve Howe of Yes, keyboardist Steve Downs of Yes, and the Buggies, and Carl Palmer of course, of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. So, not okay. There you go. That's a super group. Fine.
I like to think that Conrad has just been thinking about this the entire time. He's been like, I gotta go do my job. Yeah. Anyway, mission validated, and we can see exactly what that is at this point. Because again, it's not. I mean, it's obviously not like. I guess this is kind of what like computers were like back in the day, and in the far future they remain.
Yeah.
Because why would technology advance anything? Why do you need more than just like green text on a green screen? Let's be honest.
That's true.
I didn't die there. What a rarity.
Yeah.
Restricted areas are also something that's just like I assume are probably going to be coming up soon enough, but I've only done a couple. I've only done like the one job here, and much like say the Persona series or like Crosscode or whatever, I'm kind of keeping it fresh for the future bits.
Yeah,
because I'm not entirely. I knew about this game before coming into it, but I didn't really know too much of anything aside from like what it looked like, basically.
Mm-hmm. This is so weird because you're basically
Right.
just backtracking through the entire thing, and you're delivering.
Yep. I mean, I could cut this down a little bit more, but it's like we are doing menial jobs, not meaningless jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I feel like it fits with the whole style of what's happening here. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, notably, all of the bands and songs that we mentioned. I guess I'm really doing this whole thing. To be honest, this is pretty much my bit. These all would have been known to the characters because this is in 1993. All that stuff was mostly in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's too many like super groups that are coming around these days.
What I'm trying to get at is I think these stations are actually named after those bands and songs as opposed to the continents. That would make more sense.
So yeah, there is still combat happening around here occasionally and abruptly. But yeah, it doesn't happen too much.
Like my favorite this station is named after our favorite pop song here in the future, Africa by Toto.
Yes. It is certainly my favorite. All right.
Yeah.
There's 100. 1,500. And also, yeah, it's like 50,000. I wouldn't even be able to afford it by going on the Death Tower anyway.
Mm-hmm.